Paddock trees are loved for all kinds of reasons. They provide shade and shelter for stock, they're beautiful, they provide hollows for our biodiversity, they're important grazing and cropping systems, people love to picnic under them, and they're just important reminders of how old our landscape is.
My name's Nick Hunt and I'm on a property at Kalangadoo that we call Winteriga, property purchased by my great-grandfather in 1886. Unfortunately, he spent most of the time clearing, as was the practice in those days, ring-barking the majestic old red gums. Unfortunately, he did a very good job, and I've spent a lot of the time since Ash Wednesday fires came through in particular, replanting vegetation where I wanted it. Kalangadoo is an Aboriginal word for red gums and swamps, so I appreciate now how lucky I was to grow up amongst them. I'm always amazed how resilient Mother Nature is. It doesn't matter what we throw at them, whether it's an Ash Wednesday fire, lerps, climate change, whatever it is, they're remarkably resilient trees to keep coming back.
My name is Abigail Goodman. I'm Team Leader for Habitat Conservation with Natural Resources Southeast, and we've been doing some work on the importance and value of paddock trees in the Southeast region. Paddock trees are often recognised as significant features in our landscape, assets to be protected and maintained. Red gum country is often referred to with the iconic scattered red gums of the lower southeast across the region generally. Not all paddock trees are red gums. Stringy bark, blue gum, hill gum, bull oak, they all provide important shade and shelter in our farming systems, and in cropping systems they invite in important biodiversity, birds and insects to help control pests or provide pollination services. From a biodiversity perspective, they're invaluable. It takes over 100 years for even a small hollow to form that bats or little birds might use. So for large hollows, they may take several hundred years to form, the type that owls or sugar gliders or our red-tailed black cockatoos can utilise. Modern society recognises the benefit of paddock trees, but they're also really culturally significant. First Nations people, still really important, significant sites that are marked by remnant trees.
My name's Liz Rymel and today we're on Penola Station. It's a property that's been in the family for a number of generations. When we have visitors to the farm, one of the things that we most enjoy doing is taking them out and having a picnic under the tree or a barbecue under one of the trees. We've got our favourites around the farm and they're just such a feature to be enjoyed, and a lot of people that come to stay on the farm have never seen red gums like these before, so they really are unique.
Yeah, well, I'm Trevor Thomas. I'm a local to this area. This place here called Poocher Swamp is an area that I've become very interested in. But all through the swamp you see various ages of trees. It can be anything from, you know, only 5 or 6 years old right up to 5 or 6 or 700 years old.
There is a lot of regeneration occurring in the last decade or two. Farmers are recognising the need to fence off and encourage regeneration, which is so easy. Just put a fence up around the swamp and up they come by the thousand.
Look for places on the farm where you can plant trees, especially along drainage lines or corners of paddocks or corridors along fence lines. The idea, if you're going to plant trees, try and plant the indigenous trees suited to the soil type, pH and of course moisture requirements. Yeah.
It's very rewarding to propagate for future generations of trees. Reality is my grandkids will still see these same trees. I hope this tree will be going in another couple of 100 years.
I think of them as night watchmen. They have been here for such an incredible amount of time, so much longer than I will be around. My lifetime is very fleeting compared to how old these trees are, and I hope that they're here for many hundreds and thousands of years to come.